Okay. So I'm imagining at 21, you are at what stage in education in life?
I had joined ICT training in St. Teresa,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just began my training. ICT
Did you
training.
stop or you continued on even being while being pregnant?
I couldn't because of the symptoms. They were so tough on me, rough on me. So I could not make to go to school. I just stopped. But after this first and second semester, it was toughest. But the other semesters it was okay. But I didn't think of going back to school at that time.
All right. Yeah. So you waited for the 9 months, and then the baby comes.
Yeah.
Tell us now a little bit of your experience with a small baby at your age.
It brings a lot of joy at first.
Okay.
It is a new beginning. In fact, you have transitioned from a girl to maybe a woman or a lady. So your thinking is not the same thinking you had when you were a girl. Because here you are, you have a child, you have to take care of the child, you have to provide, to do everything for that child. Now you have begun a new journey. It is a new transitioning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right now I understand you are you would not complain at the place you are at in life. So tell us that journey, transitioning from being a single mother of one, to what you have been able to achieve.
After the transitioning began, I saw a great growth in my life. I began to focus with life, and inside strength showed forth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. How did God help you through all throughout this journey? How can you say that you walked with the Lord and He held you? And what would you say about the same right now?
What I can say, God is, according to the word He has promised us, that in whichever situation, He will never leave us nor forsake us. And until you go through that situation, it's when the scripture becomes a reality to you. So I've seen God not forsake me. He has been providing to my child through His ways, favor, and as a single mother, you meet with challenges. You find mockery from men who are not as in, who don't have the understanding how it takes to be a single mother. They see that according to their thinking, their thinking is like, you were so careless, you were loose. Why would you have a child at your age? So there is that mockery in the society. There's no that acceptance that we are not perfect as human beings and we do make mistakes. So what I can encourage people in the society, when these mistakes do happen, it's good to impress people, to work with them, to encourage them, because encouragement is the best thing to do to a person.
All right. So what are you doing and pursuing right now in your life?
As for me, I'm into ministry and I speak society, and in future I would love to be a fashionista and encourager, a motivator, a mentor, and entrepreneur, really entrepreneur.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is that one girl right now that is pregnant. Probably they found themselves in the situation that you found yourself in those years ago. Please encourage.
I'll talk to the girls outside there. When you find yourself in such a situation, you've messed up, you've become pregnant, it's good to accept first. And this is something that it's like you have broken the law of God, because in the Bible God has said we should not fornicate. That is a law. But because we lack knowledge at that age, in certain ages, we end up breaking the law and fornicating and forgetting that our bodies are the temple of God. So what I can encourage girls outside there, it is when you find yourself in that situation, be courageous, pick up yourself and accept first, and do not carry out abortion. And you try to locate the people who have walked in the same journey to encourage you on the process.
Okay. So you are telling young people that God's law is perfect. You're telling them that we shouldn't have, if God says you shouldn't have sex before marriage, it is for your own good.
Very.
But thank you for not letting your situation define you. And you made something out of yourself, and you have decided to use your story to impact the youth and generation and the generations. So tell us, this young man who impregnated you, did you break the news to him, and how did he behave?
Yeah, very. His reaction was like, I'm very young, I'm still at school. By that time he was in his second semester in Nairobi University, the one located in Kikuyu. And his option was to abort. He suggested I had to abort the child, but it didn't go the way he had planned, because on my side I had a firm stand that I wanna walk in this journey and have this child.
All right.
Yeah.
So are you people in touch right now, or that one is a story? It's history.
Our co-parenting is not good. There is no good communication, because in motherhood, when we get children as young girls, there's that growth. How do we grow? We mature in our minds are never the same. We get that maturity, but the men, remember the men, they have not transitioned. So you find we reach a point through the pain, through the situation that we have undergone, and there is where the maturity comes in. But the men, remember, they have not transitioned to be a mother. So I can say slow growth, maturity.
Yeah.
So you find you find the ladies mature fast more than men. So when you bring the story of co-parenting, they are not yet ready.
Okay.
They still have behaviors and understandable behaviors. So it is to give them time to come to their consciousness and remember that it is their responsibility to fully take care of their kids, to be in the lives of their kids, because we normally say the mothers are there to nurture the child, and men are there to have the priesthood aspect in the lives of the children. Yeah.
All right. So thank you, Cynthia, for sharing your story.
Yes.
I'm sure a girl watching that is broken, that does not know what to do about their lives, has heard you, and they know they can pick up their pieces and make something out of their lives. So thank you for sharing that story. It's a story of courage, and I'm sure there are lives that have been touched by your story. So we urge young people, like Cynthia has said, it is important to abstain from sex. I know these look like old age stories, but it is the truth in the Word of God, because that way we are able to become everything that God intended us to become. It is not the desire of God that our lives are cut from becoming what He wants them to become. But by allowing baggages in our lives, we somehow curtail our growth. So it is just important for us to know that whatever we choose to do what is right, it is for our own good. So it was a pleasure having you guys. May you like, share, and subscribe even for more and of such stories. Chronicles La Familia is all about conversations around family and worship. God bless you.